Welcome back, listeners. So, I'm going to be discussing another film that I've seen with Pam Grier, and it's been a while since I've discussed a Pam Grier film, and this one is titled Coffy, released in 1973. Now, the first thing I want to point out before I get into anything is the funny ass slogan I found on the poster. So, the film's tagline was advertised as "They call her Coffy, and she'll cream you." I don't know if that was a sexual slogan or if it was supposed to sound dangerous and threatening, but whatever the case was, it was funny as hell, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. And now going into a little bit about the plot. Now, the film was directed by Jack Hill. They only had a budget of 500,000 US dollars, and they managed to rake in 2 million. So it did really well. And in this film, we get to see Pam Grier, who portrays a nurse, and her name is Nurse Coffee Coffin, and she is trying to seek revenge for having her sister getting hooked on drugs and basically ruining her life. So she goes on this rampage as a vigilante and basically cleaning up the city and taking out crime. Now, that seems to be a very common trend in a lot of these films about how in the 70s there was just a big cesspool of drugs, prostitution, and crime, and basically in this film it's not much different. Now, she does have a friend who is a police officer, used to be her ex-boyfriend Carter, played by William Elliott, and he is the only quote unquote good cop who doesn't bend the rules, and he's a straight shooter, so he follows the law to the T. And we get to see in the film that there's a lot of crooked cops that are being bought out by mobsters and drug dealers, and Pam Grier eventually runs into a situation where she cools down, but once her friend is assaulted and crippled, she then has provocation to continue her work as a vigilante, and this basically fuels her anger even more. Now, there's a lot of things that stand out in this film. Some of the topics that were kind of very very evident were the use of sex and the use of basically a strong female in the film. So we don't get to see that too often, and Pam Grier did a terrific job, I think, in this movie. I really like her as an actress, and this was one of the first films that she's done. Now, that where she's played a lead role. Now, the one scene that really stuck out and that I've always remember was the scene where they have a big cat fight and all the girls get into a fight. There's glasses breaking and she's just kicking everybody's ass. I thought that was the best scene in the film, and also she does happen to blow a dude's head off. Now, the film overall was really, really well put together with the low budget that they've had. And even though the story seems to be repetitive amongst a lot of the movies, I still enjoyed it. I was able to find it on Blu-ray, which was great because it is one of the most popular blaxploitation films out there, so you can come across a good quality video. I gave this film a 5 out of 10, so if you guys did agree with my review and you guys liked what I had to say, then give me a thumbs up. Regardless, subscribe to my channel. I'd like to see more reviews of movies that I'll be doing. I really like the blaxploitation and the 70s cinema, so I'll continue with some of these movies as well. And if you have any recommendations, then let me know down in the comments section. And I want to thank everybody that was tuning into the movies and all the new subscribers, and I'll see you guys next time.